Your visa application request for llama, dark
Put it
has
back.
been submitted. Application request for Casey, grandmother has been submitted. Please allow up to 14 business days for processing. Thank you for
Odyssey,
using
spin
the
up the
Omniar Online
bioprinter.
Integration Portal.
I don't know whose boats these are. I know the pink one is mine. I don't know who the rest came from. Also, we have the big board up here. You're going to be very disappointed. But if you need to map out the bird plate, we're working on that. We're short a couple of item frames and a couple of glow ink. I think we're down about 7, but we're getting there.
You want to go get some bookshelves?
Honestly, kind of. What is happening here?
Oh, this guy's been here a while.
Oh, is this the guy we carted off because he was selling that thing we wanted?
I don't know. I think he's more recent than that,
Ooh.
but
He is selling the
this is
thing
a
I
dead
want,
end.
but we don't have
That's awkward. I thought this was Llama's Island to the right of
any. Yeah,
us.
it must be. We need chorus fruit to get the urn off of him, but that's a good item to have. And of course, we do have to also worry about how far down the stronghold is going to be, because I don't know what the minimum depth is. I probably should have looked into that, because it depends on if the minimum depth is an absolute. Because when the game calculates this, like it has a minimum depth that can spawn, but the way the game either calculates it is it's the absolute Y level. Oh, okay. It's either the absolute Y level or it's like such and such blocks above the bottom of the world.
Hopefully it's not the, yeah.
Yeah, if it's such and such blocks above the bottom of the world, we could be here a while. So you threw it like right back there and it started going this way. So we're probably like in the epicenter.
My guess
here.
is that this is the corner.
Yeah.
In my professional opinion.
Yep.
There you go.
Well done.
Do you have water? That'd be nice.
I don't even have a bucket. I have a boat. We could ride a boat down.
Alright. I mean, we could just like...
We can irrigate. Bring this river over.
Yeah. Well, we should probably just do this.
Or we could just dig straight down, because we have feather falling, or I have feather falling. I don't know about you and Casey.
Does anyone have, like... We should have brought, like, Equinox portal materials. Anything?
I have it.
Okay, good.
I have 2 bells and 2
there?
lodestones. And
It's on
a
the
tuning
corner.
fork.
You're gonna miss it if you're
Oh,
there.
well, it's literally right here.
Direction. Oh, okay.
Casey just
That's
dug
good.
in right on top of it.
I was like, if it's like facing the other direction and like on
Nope.
the other corner, you're gonna get wrong.
Right here.
See how there's this doorway that leads to nothing?
Yeah.
That means that up there has to be like a hidden room. This side.
Yeah. Likely because another... Yeah. That's generally because another piece has generated and its bounding box is cutting off the main piece. That's likely not an intended feature.
Everybody get your silverfish kill in for your
Well,
advancements.
we actually want a silverfish spawner kept around because they do drop stuff now.
They do? What do they drop?
Iron nuggets.
For one to spawn. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, so you can make like a better iron farm.
Yeah, so
Or
I
not like a
added
better
that,
one, but like
you know,
a cooler
in
one.
1.14 when like the iron farms as we knew them all changed, and no one knew how to make a good iron farm. There we go.
See
It's,
how I
7
failed
iron
to hit it,
nuggets.
like 3 times. 7?
Yeah.
You just have to give looting?
Yeah, I got looting 2. Goodness. Okay. So yeah. Well, Casey is in here.
How did he get down there? I see him.
He's Casey. He does what he wants. Curse of Binding. Music disc ward is good. I have 2, 3, 4, almost 6 stacks of books. There's a the hole in the ground with the brick.
Where are you?
Trail chamber.
Oh, I just said trail room. That's
Yeah.
what they're called.
Yeah.
You brought your brush.
Of course I brought my brush. What if I found one of these things?
I have a couple marked on a map if you ever want one.
I might. I'm doing a lot with sherds this season.
There's one near the pillager outpost that needs a canal.
Okay, who just bricked this up with infested stone? Yeah, here we go. Check this sucker out.
What's gonna happen?
Oh, we're just gonna get an achievement. You probably haven't found all the biomes, but
No.
probably missing like the
I
autumn
have 5
grass.
out of 8.
What?
Where are all the other ones?
I don't know how you only have 5.
This is a very cool color scheme.
Yeah. All right, come on, Casey. You're gonna hate this. Well, actually, you might like that. You might hate it too. Hang on. Okay, yeah. It's slightly more common in here. Yeah. It's a little more common, but also I don't know how many traps you've hit in this process. Well, some of them are dangerous, and with the way that this structure is put together, it can be hard to escape once you have fallen into one of these pits. This, I think, was just natural. Sometimes mining the debris will trigger a low-stakes trap, but if you're not prepared for it, it will kill you immediately. Kind of thing. Because, like, with the way that this structure is put together, and you have to, like, sneak and unsneak and sneak and unsneak and dodge around, like, you're not outrunning anything in here. All right, welcome back to, what is this, episode 3? Episode 4? I don't know. I haven't edited any of that footage yet. It could be anything. We got 2 people on right now, but neither of them have working headsets for some reason, so I'm just going to go off and do my own thing. We did briefly delve into the Black Catacombs with Casey. I got 2 netherite ingots out of the deal, which I think is pretty good. We've got 2 netherite plates, so I'm going to do some upgrading. This is going to be a problem in the interim. We're just going to throw these in here. Someone, I'm not going to name names, but they're on that list, and it's not Zacticon, keeps giving me free alcohol. And I have nowhere to put it. I'm running out of space. Let's see here. Yeah, so I'm going to upgrade a couple of things. One, I'm going to repair my pants, because if I upgrade these to netherite and they get too damaged, I'm going to need a netherite ingot to repair them, unless I get mending, which is going to take a little while. We have started getting villagers that maybe will eventually sell us mending, but that's not a guarantee in Foundation, and it's not always... Enchanted books have a limit of 1 per customer with villagers in Foundation, so it's not a guarantee that we're going to actually get... I stopped in the middle of what I was doing. Anyway, so this is just a netherite smithing template or whatever. Pop that on there because I'm doing the pants if for no other reason than I don't like the way the iron trim looks on the diamond. Yeah, that looks better. And this might go on... This has mending on it, so I wouldn't need to repair that, but it might go on the axe because I'd like more durability. I might just save this other ingot and figure out a use for it later. Lady, there are so... I gotta go yell at her. Hang on. Hello? I need to yell at you. Where are you? Lady, there are so many ways to get red dye. You want to use one of the most valuable minerals in the world to make red dye? Get a rose bush. We have so much bone meal. Turn it into blocks and give it to Casey. Okay, I'll take it then. Give some to Duey. She's poor. There's a helicopter going over my house. I'm never going to record this episode. Okay, we got a couple other things we need to do today. I've only prepared to do one of them, but let's see what we can do. So we've got Casey cured this villager, and we trapped him over here, and he's kind of useful. He sells lapis, which we're low on, and glowstone, and buys skeleton skulls, which is actually really good. But he needs a house, and as you can see, we have these couple of houses up here. We've got our map room. We've got this thing. The mod that I use for making time lapses, that I've only been using for 2 episodes total of last season, is not updated, so I haven't been able to really effectively time lapse any of this. And I can just do what I normally do and just time lapse it while I'm recording, but the problem that I run into is it's a lot easier to time lapse with the replay mod. I'm doing this wrong. This is supposed to be spruce. I'm going out of my mind. Okay. It's tough doing time lapses without the replay mod because I can just my game does not need to be running smoothly with the replay mod running because the replay will run smoothly. And Christ, I left that open. That's what I'm talking about. And I can just be watching TV. I don't have to worry about the audio bleeding through. So I prefer doing that for these larger scale projects, but it doesn't always work out that way. Was the dark oak better? I'm sticking with the spruce. I like to put oak around here, or dark oak or something you can sort of see. I've done up here to sort of break up the spruce walkway and the spruce planks, but it sort of looks like the paint is wearing off on here. Is kind of the idea. Let's see. But so that's sort of been bogging down my productivity. It's been a week, man. First of all, just running Foundation. Being the only person that knows what the hell's going on is a real time sink. I gotta tell you, because especially when the server has been 5 versions behind, I'm the only one that knows how the regular Minecraft stuff works and how the stuff I added works, and it's just I'm answering questions every 5 minutes about these things. Also, my computer has been in dire straits. First, my hard drive got corrupted, and then the heat sink on my processor, I had a liquid cooling thing, just stopped circulating the coolant, so that wasn't working. And now one of my hard drives is making a weird noise. It's still working fine. It's just making a weird noise that I don't like. I think that stopped finally, but I think I changed a setting or something on the power settings that was incorrect. But yeah, so it was an interesting couple of days because first my hard drive fails. I replaced my hard drive, then my GPU was doing this. Oh, yes. I'm never going to record this episode. Hello. Thank you. I appreciate that. My inventory's so full right now, but this is appreciated. Okay. Now I got to put all this away. Is there a boat with a chest down here? Yes. Okay. I'm going to throw all this in here. So let's see. Where was I? My GPU was making a weird noise, which is not. And it is entirely possible that it wasn't my GPU. It was from sort of that general area. It could have been one of the hard drives that was failing, because my computer was built weird and the hard drive was mounted under the GPU or something. But anyway, I replaced my GPU, which also required replacing my power supply. The new power supply did not fit in my old case. It was being held in with friction, basically, because I couldn't screw it down properly. What do I want to do with this roof? I've kind of done all the roof styles here. I guess I'm just going to wing it. Yeah, so my GPU and my power supply weren't being held in properly. My case was all crammed together, and I think that may have contributed to my liquid cooling unit failing because I think the tubes that the coolant is routed through, I don't tremendously understand how these systems work, were like bent or like kinked like a hose would be type thing, and so it wasn't circulating properly, and there wasn't a good enough ventilation in the case because everything was all crammed in there, so the coolant like might have just evaporated. I don't know, but needless to say, also it was just 5 years old and kind of not a good part. So needless to say, that stopped working. It started making a very bad noise. My processor started getting just a little bit too hot, and I had to replace the heat sink, which I ordered one off of unnamed major internet retailer, and was promised next day shipping, and it took 2.5 days, which was a major inconvenience, so I lost a lot of time just on that I then had to catch up on. And I skipped a step. The fact that my case did not have enough room for these parts to all fit necessitated that I move all my stuff to a new case, which was fairly straightforward because it turns out when a case is actually designed to hold parts and not just some metal that's been welded together in roughly the shape the pieces needed to be, like my old case was, things actually fit in pretty easily. It's just that, again, the liquid cooler still was not working. So basically the only part on my computer left over that is original to when I purchased it is the motherboard, the processor, and the second, the like F drive that is it the F drive? I think it's the F drive that I record my videos to. And technically there's like a 2 terabyte SSD in there that I didn't know about, as I explained during the grand finale. What do I want to do here? Just go up the other way, I guess. But yeah, so that was my week, part of it anyway. I want to do like this. These roofs are kind of weird to build. I never quite know what I'm trying to do with them. But that was my week, and yeah, it's been hectic in the way that, you know, maintaining your $2,000 gaming computer. I call it a gaming computer. That's like the last thing I use it for in terms of order of operations. You know, in the way that is a problem, you know, i.e. it's not, because I have enough finances to maintain this thing that was already very expensive in the first place, you know. So it could be worse. It could just be broken and I can't repair it or whatever. Not that I know anyone that has that problem. Every single other person on the server. But yeah, so that was fun. Wasn't fun. I was being sarcastic. And on top of all of that, they set a release date for 1.21, which A, is an update I'm not excited about at all. I don't understand why the content in it is necessary when there are like gaping holes in the gameplay loop already. Like, my inventory needs to be better. But instead, here's a place underground where you just go and fight things and get a bunch of loot you don't want, and one good thing that's I've said my piece on this 1,000 times already. I'm not going to repeat myself. But so basically, I have to update Foundation to 121 now on top of everything else. Wait. See, this looks weird, doesn't it? Does that look weird? I think that looks weird. So yeah, I've been updating Foundation, which has been easier than it's been in the past, but still not fun. They always change some arbitrary thing. Like this time they changed the name of the directories that things go in for no discernible reason other than consistency, which, like, now they're worried about consistency. Whatever. So that was easy to fix, but there was a lot of other... Because, like, every time they add a new mob or a new item or a new food or something, I have to go in and add it to, like, 5 different tags to make sure it's all compatible with Foundation, etc. But, yeah, busy schedule for someone who doesn't actually do a whole lot in that busy schedule. But, you know, this is the least interesting thing I could be doing right now. Oh, good. Let's all have a party. I'm never going to record this episode. There was nobody on when I logged in. I turned away for 2 seconds. Okay. Yeah, so here's this guy. Oh, good. Who's over here now? What do you want? Can you even hear me? You see what I have to put up with? That's interesting. Sort of been doing just like a random. I need my circular saw. Random pattern of just like someone's been replacing the roof over time. I don't know if it started as a shingled roof and they've been putting in planks, or if it started as a wooden roof and they've been patching it up with shingles. Impossible to say. With how old these buildings are, you know, these have been here for a hot second. Who can really judge the architecture? These need to be slabs. The architectural decisions of the Salty Pete's Fish and Store LLC brand. Like that back. I don't like being observed. Okay. You see what I'm talking about with this inventory, though. Yeah, throw that down there. Maybe some of that. And also, my office is in a place, I don't know what idiot designed this house, that when the sun starts going down, it goes right in my eyes. Without fail. My whole house is set up like this. When you get up in the morning, you're in the kitchen, you're making yourself some toast. The sunlight is coming in through the east, reflecting off of the, like, you know, metal sink basin that's in there, scattering all over the kitchen, blinding anyone that tries to get too close. And when you're done with your day, you want to relax, you want to watch some TV, you sit down in the living room, you turn on, you know, Wheel of Fortune or whatever comes on. The sun is going down in the west and shining right in your face and on the TV screen, so you can't see. It's a bad design, and I think it should be different. It's one of these, yeah. So that's grievance number 2. Do one of those maybe. Yeah. Let's see. And that, and now I've somehow inhaled some dust. Doesn't surprise me. There's a lot of dust in here. You kick up a lot of dust doing computer maintenance, and it's suffused the whole building at this point. Oh, now what? Can I help you? What are you wearing? Okay. I see you found the hat. You did earn it. Yep. How's this look? Nah. Is that good? Can I move on? Yeah, that's fine. Sure. I'm going with like the what was that place where they shot Jaws? Martha's Vineyard or whatever? Like the brightly painted fishing houses. Yes, yes, they did shoot it in the ocean. That's correct. Hello. Yeah, I'm never gonna finish this episode. It's not gonna happen. Okay. We're gonna knock some things out here. Oh, what? Oh, okay. That's better than fruitcake. I'll take it. That's better than fruitcake. Okay. If we do this, maybe we're just winging it at this point. Are they gone? Can I mute myself again? Okay. I'm assuming they're gone. All right. Maybe just something like that. Yeah, then he can like wander up to this window. You can trade with him. Sure. Why not? Is he still down there? How many of you are down there? Yeah. Have these always been here? It's just whole copper blocks here. Are these granite caves, or is this just a copper vein? This is a copper vein. Well, I'm taking these. I just gave Zactagon a whole bunch of copper. I'm low. Okay. Something like that. Put a torch in here so this guy doesn't get eaten. And then we also at some point do need to hollow all this out, which is going to be just a whole barrel of laughs. Okay, you guys have no idea how ready I am to move out of the bird plate. I got big plans for this season and I've made zero progress on any of them. I was going to do like 3 other things today. There's like a tree farm area over there I need to finish, and I don't even remember what the 3rd thing was. It slipped my mind. It might have just been this. It might have been making my pants netherite. What am I going to do with this guy? Move, dude. Now what's happening? I got noisy neighbors, guys. I need to move. So basically, all of that anecdote was to say I've had very little time to actually make an episode. Because I can't get a minute's peace and quiet without being followed around by one of these lunatics. Or, just having to update Foundation. I don't like that. That's not very good. So yeah, it's a high maintenance project, Foundation, and it's not helped by the incessant development cycle that this game seems to go through of insignificant features accompanied by grand sweeping changes to the datapack architecture that I have to keep up with. Like, I'm not excited for trial chambers at all. I'm going to say it right now. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm going on the record here. I don't think they're interesting mechanically. I don't think they're interesting diegetically. Like, what are they? Oh God! Let's have a party! I got like 2 hours that I thought I could record it. Let's just have a party. Where's Duey? I was trying to finish this so I could just accept that I'm getting nothing else done and walk away, and Zactagon starts playing his copyrighted hold music that I can't use. Hello. Hi. I'm never going to finish this episode. How can I help you, DarkLlama? I was muted.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you will.
I hit the wrong button. I saw the mute icon go away, but I think I hit the wrong button. Let me do that again. Here, you go stand right there. We'll act like nothing happened. Take 2. Hi, DarkLlama. How can I help you? I'm never going to finish this episode.
Checking in to see how you're doing. And
I've been better. I've almost got this guy's house done, and I'm not going to finish any of the other 3 things I set out to do today. So.
that sounds about me. I'm sound very didn't numble.
Yeah. I logged on. There was nobody on. I thought, okay, I'll finish some of the grunt work. I can, I could do a little monologue over it. I'll call that episode 3, and then. No, that's not a thing. And then, I could be done. And now every single person on the server is here. And there's Zactagon. What copyrighted song would you like to play and ruin my footage next?
Happy birthday to you.
You know what? Was the Supreme Court ruled that was not copyrighted.
Did they?
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Yeah, and also, it's closer to your birthday than mine.
Hmm.
It was literally
Dang.
last week.
I'll do it like on the Disney Channel. You can add this in post.
I can probably do that, sure. I'm not doing it for Casey. That was my limit. I thought the voice mod would be a great idea because I figured I would have moved out of the bird plate by now, and if someone wanted to come up and interrupt me, they'd have to really work for it. But apparently not. Apparently that's not the case. Okay. I'm gonna... What are you doing? Okay. And we're gonna put a spruce door on this guy. Yep. And... Bam. There we go. Okay. Okay. I'll be distracted
hi.
now. I think I'm doing a fireworks shop. And I think I want it to be like sold out of the back of an unmarked windowless van.
Yeah. As most fireworks are.
As most fireworks are,
Sold
yes.
out of like shipping containers dropped in like mall parking lots. That's how it is in my town. Yeah, no, literally in the Walmart parking lot. They drop a shipping container every like Canada Day.